Another day, another battle.
And we got Argentina against Nigeria.
I mean, I'm going for Argentina because I've got them to go to the final and England to beat them in the final. So I don't see them not smashing Nigeria, and I don't see Iceland, they're going to lose as well. So
Croatia beats Iceland.
100%.
Argentina's got to win, but I don't think Nigeria is going to let down. I mean, Nigeria's got a chance to qualify.
Now, you know, Nigeria, I think, is 44th world ranking, and I think Argentina is 7th. I mean, you know, you don't get those standings for, you know, just for a joke. You get it for a reason.
I mean, who wants to see an Argentina or a team of Argentina's caliber knocked out in the group stages, especially with the best player, quote unquote, in the world?
Well, I don't think he's the best player. The best players don't play in the way that he's been playing.
Absolutely.
Let's hope that he plays in the formation that he likes the best for himself, so he can play good football, and the people around him have to adapt. I'm going for 3-0 Argentina.
3-0 Argentina. What's a great prediction? Well, I think it's going to be a close game. I see it being a draw 1-1 or a possible upset of 2-1 by Nigeria, but I hope you're right, Alexi, and it's 3-0 or a win for Argentina. Internet is solid. Our audio is good.
Already you can tell that this is a different Argentina. They're playing with a slightly more confidence. You know, the forwards are moving up and down. The Nigerians are playing it really tight right now. Everyone is in like a 25-yard space.
Well, you know, Nigeria only needs a draw, and they're through.
You know what? You know, most teams that play for a draw end up losing. Isn't that the old adage?
Even if Argentina makes it through this game, makes it through to the next rounds and advances, I just don't see the coach getting too far with the team. I think this is the end of Sampaoli's time in Argentina. Even if they make it to the final, I'm sorry.
I mean, look, if they make it to a final, I doubt he'll go. Because
I think he's out.
Oh, that's terrible, terrible.
How do you feel about this lineup of Higuain instead of Aguero?
I would have played them both and Messi right behind them.
Absolutely. You looking to coach Argentina?
I'm good enough.
You know, that's exactly what I would have done in the formation I would have gone with. To tell you honestly, a little bit upset I don't see Aguero and Higuain out there together.
Woo! First shot of the game for Nigeria.
We see who's in goal for Argentina? No Caballero.
I mean, it's ridiculous to think that the guy tried to chip a world-class striker to give the pass to one of his defenders. I mean, if he was that good, he should be playing up front. Why are you playing in goal?
We just saw Messi make a move. Does that build his confidence now to do more of those?
I mean, I don't know why everyone's playing it gently, like it's a Sunday game, just strolling it to each other.
But that is Argentina style. And they don't play with a sense of urgency till the final minutes.
So what are we going to do at halftime?
Live.
Now, what are we going to do?
We're going to talk about groups A, B, and C.
Okay.
Maybe a pizza, something we can share. Calamari, and then for the second half, an entree like a pizza or something. We can... Okay. How much? All right. All right. Okay. Well, there we go.
Maradona!
I think we finally saw vintage Messi there.
Agreed.
One touch, second touch, and a third one right on goal. I mean, that's just vintage Messi, beautiful.
What a touch.
Are we watching match 1 of the World Cup? Good morning, Messi.
Yeah, good morning. He's finally waking up, huh?
Welcome to Russia. How's the lighting, Jesse? All right, cool. We're getting a good bounce off of the white Mercedes right there. You know, I love calamari. I think I've said it multiple times. That's some great calamari. And I love this aioli spicy sauce. I don't want it to be too crunchy because I want to taste the calamari.
Agreed. I don't know, people don't like playing the long ball into space anymore.
Well, not Argentina, not these South American teams.
I mean, the whole top right quadrant is open. Just kick the ball in that area.
Switch.
And
Switch sides.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You don't have to always pass it to feet. Passing to feet sometimes takes advantage away.
We don't see that a lot in South American football. Not as much as we see in European game. Here at the FoodBall Network, we have a winning attitude. You got it all over your shirt. Clean that.
Oh, shit.
Wardrobe malfunction?
Lucky it's pink.
Luckily, it's all over your place. You got another shirt? So now you gotta hold your mic like this. That's not gonna help. Cranberry. Made it worse.
The black of this went on this.
Well, just close it and put your mic up.
The reason why Nigeria are ranked 44th in the world, you know. England beat them 2-0. I think they lost another game, I can't remember against who. You know, they've got quite a few EPL players like Victor Moses, who plays for Chelsea. But they don't have flair players. Where are your flair players? The guys who can just make something out of nothing. The guy, well, maybe not as good as Messi, but an attacking midfielder you can rely on. They don't have that.
Next game will be France-Nigeria. The winner of this plays France in the round of 16. Croatia's already going to play Denmark. Croatia and Denmark, yeah, together. This game, it's either Nigeria or Argentina going to play France. Thursday, we're doing England-Belgium. Huge. Huge game. No, here. Well, Alexi, what have you seen in the first half that has stood out for you?
Both teams have been sort of playing cagey, but Argentina just pipped them. You know, I don't think Argentina playing great, but they've got the goal, and that's the most important thing.
Yes, it is. But I do really think they need to get a second goal. I do not think they want to go into the later stages of the second half and risk being scored and get a draw and be out. So it's crucial they get a second goal.
100%.
All right, we're going to go live. Soon, not now. In about, when they cut off the audio and we give the go, we'll go live. You have my laptop on? And thank you for joining us. FoodBall Show. We're at the Tavern on Brand in Glendale. We have just witnessed a first half in Group D, where we have Argentina leading Nigeria 1-0. But Alexi, I want to talk about what we've seen so far in Groups A, B, and C.
Definitely. Look, I think Group A is the weakest group so far. I mean, Uruguay, scored 5, conceded no goals. Saudi Arabia, even Egypt, give them credit, they were competitive. But, you know, and Russia, the first time, as you mentioned before, when we were talking, the first time they play a serious international level team, which was Uruguay, they get hammered 3-0.
Yeah, you know, it was impressive to see Russia beat Saudi Arabia 5-0, even though the last 2 goals came in deep injury time. And then, yes, hi, we have Ahmad. We are now live. Ahmad from the Tavern on Brand. We want to thank them for allowing us to be here. We're exclusive with them during this World Cup. and we are live. And thank you for all our fans for tuning in and being with us. And Ahmed, thank you for your hospitality this whole entire time. We've enjoyed the calamari during the first half, and I think you have a surprise for us in the second half. So we're anticipating that beautiful surprise.
No, absolutely, it's been a great journey so far, and I'm glad that you guys are enjoying.
Are you enjoying the
matches.
World Cup?
I mean, it's one surprise after another. I don't even know who's going to win this game.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, thank you, Ahmed.
Well, hopefully it's going to be Argentina.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Well, I'm from Africa, so I hope Nigeria. But
thank you.
But I'll let you guys continue, and I'll get you your
Thank
stuff.
you, Ahmed. So
I
that's
appreciate
Ahmed
it.
from the Tavern on Brand. Thank you, and everybody else that's been helping us out here. If you do live in the LA area, or if you're in Glendale tuning in, do come into the Tavern on Brand. They got some great food, great starters, great dishes. We've done a couple of shows here now. We're really enjoying it.
And to be fair, all the food that we've eaten has been different every time.
Yes.
It's not like got a limited menu. It's got a taste for all.
Today we had some calamari, my favorite. And we almost had a car come right into the store. But thank God for light posts. But anyhow, talking about Group A again. I said it. We hadn't seen Russia really tested yet, playing against a world-class team, and we finally saw what happened when they played Uruguay. Do you think they weren't playing as hard?
You know, I just think...
Granted, they got a red card in the 36th minute.
Yeah, but even before then, they weren't really doing much. I think the caliber of quality of player, Suarez, Cavani, you know, their average player is no way as good as the average player of Uruguay. And it really told. And I don't think in the next round, I know we don't want to talk too much about that, but I just don't see them beating Spain. Spain is going to hammer Russia.
Well, we got Spain in Group B coming up next we're going to talk about. But Uruguay, we talked about this yesterday while we were watching the games. Uruguay really slow out. 1-0 against Egypt, 1-0 against Saudi Arabia. And finally, they got their groove on, and they end up beating Russia 3-0. Care to comment on what you see there?
Well, you know, what I would say to that is, you know,
Not very
Saudi
impressive.
Arabia, well, look, maybe Saudi Arabia and Egypt, you know, they deserve to be in the World Cup. I mean, they battled hard and they were competitive.
In their last match, in match 3 especially, we saw that.
Yeah, definitely.
We saw Mo Salah score a beautiful goal, and then Saudi Arabia fight back.
Yeah, you know, their players, not as technically good as other countries.
In Asia, you mean? Or just
I mean,
in general?
Yeah, it's the World Cup. We talk about things generally. But, you know, they had tremendous heart. You know, they didn't give up. Most teams, after you got beat 5-0, are really going to look to go away from the scenario and not look to get involved. But fair play to Saudi Arabia. Next game, they only lost 1-0.
And Egypt, a really young squad. And we heard Mo Salah in a post-game interview said, look, we're young, and Egypt has a lot to develop, a lot to do in the country, and we're getting ready for the next World Cup from now. Big statement from a player like him, a world-class player, which I think right now is top 5 in the world.
Yeah, but it just goes to show you the beauty of football. You might have the best player in the world, but their next best player is most probably rated 300 in the world, you know, 350 in the world. So, you know, he's an isolated figure in the Egyptian team. That's why he's a heroic talisman.
So I want to thank our viewers for tuning in. We are here live covering Group D, the final matches, Iceland, Croatia, Argentina, and Nigeria. Let's shift a little bit and go into Group B before we go into Group C and talk about the matchups that we're going to see these Group D teams play. So Group B we saw yesterday. I mean, look, so much could have happened yesterday, but it was a toss-up between 3 teams, Spain, Morocco, and Portugal, and we saw an exciting 2 games.
Listen, forget exciting 2 games. I think Group B has been the best group so far in terms of...
You think it's been the most exciting group so far?
Definitely. I mean, Spain, Portugal, first game, 3-3.
Great game.
Ronaldo scoring that last-minute goal.
Wasn't that like a championship match?
It was
Wouldn't
a
you want to
fairy
see
tale
that?
match.
Yeah, it was a great match.
And, you know, after that, you know, Spain beat Iran 1-0. I mean, Iran played well. They could have got something out that
They
game.
almost beat Portugal yesterday.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, if it wasn't for a bad miss kick, and then I think it was the 94th minute, we could have seen an Iran upset and Portugal out and Iran through.
Don't forget, Portugal are European champions.
Yeah.
I mean, that type of pedigree to win the European tournament means you've played significantly well. And for lower ranked teams like Iran and Morocco to play Portugal and really, nearly put one over them is remarkable. It just goes to show you that the World Cup is getting a more focused, teams are becoming more solid, and the lower teams are rising the ranks and are now challenging the big guns.
And we saw beautiful soccer by the Iranian team. I think I saw them play a lot harder than I've seen Portugal and Spain play. I'm sorry. Even in the 3-3 game that on match day 1, Spain v Portugal, I feel like I saw an Iranian team in match day 3 against Portugal play harder than I've seen those two. They played with heart, and kudos to the coach. The Portuguese coach had them ready. They were ready. They played hard. I saw those guys playing from second one all the way out to the 96th, 97th minute.
Talking about tough guys, our good friend Nordin Amrabat, I like that guy. He was battling against Spain. I mean, he didn't care who the Spanish players thought they were, and that's how you got to play your football.
Yeah.
There's just a guy on the field. And he was aggressive, he was tackling them hard, he had an amazing shot, I think it hit the crossbar.
Second half, yeah.
I mean,
De Gea didn't even move. De Gea just stood there and just watched the ball. And I wish that ball went in. That would have been a nice shocker.
That was one of the goals of the season.
I don't think that was going to take Spain out of the World Cup. But, it was going to be a nice little wake-up call. And I hope, teams are watching and seeing the Moroccos and the Irans of this World Cup. And unfortunately, with those matches yesterday, I didn't see that today with France. I did not like France's performance against them. Yeah, given that they're making it to the next round and they'd already qualified, we want to see a little bit more intensity. This is the World Cup. At least play with a little bit of style, and I really didn't like it.
You know what? The team that peaks at the right time is going to be the team that's running on all cylinders. Maybe they have a strategy of wanting to peak later on in the tournament. It's not so important that you play your best games now. It's much more important you play your best games in the quarterfinals, semifinals, final. So, maybe we could give them a break because, France are a lot of people's #1 choice to win, aren't they?
Yes.
So
with that being said, look, we are going to go into the round of 16. I would have loved to see Morocco or Iran type of team, or even those two teams in the round of 16. And I guarantee you, one of those teams could have made an upset.
Do you know what the problem is with teams like Iran and Morocco? Defensively, they're strong, but attacking-wise, they're not as good as their defensive skills.
And we saw that.
Yeah, and we saw that.
We saw that. But I think we haven't seen Spain and Portugal's full potential yet. We haven't. Even though we've said it multiple times, the 3-3 match was like a finals match. It was an amazing game. I still didn't feel like that was their full potential. I think there's a lot more. What do you think are some of the weaknesses in Spain's team going into the next round? What do they need to improve on?
A lot of people like Isco. I think he's overrated. He's not someone who can by himself lift the team up to where they need to be.
He's not Messi-esque. Because he plays the same position as Messi.
Well, I'm not saying he's a rubbish player. I'm just saying you need to have a couple of standout players in every team. That you play well as a team, plus one or two people raise their game so they, really dominate the opposition. Right now, I'm not seeing that from Spain. Are they going to produce that type of performance with their players? I don't know. I don't think so, personally.
Yet to be seen. They end up playing Russia, and we'll be talking about that on the next show. Iniesta, I know he's a veteran. I don't want to call him an older guy. I want to call him a mature veteran. He needs to step it up.
Well, he stepped up. He did step up. His bad touch at the halfway line cost the goal the other day, but he made it up by being the creator of a goal which Spain scored. So he's still got it. maybe he's lacking that half-yard of pace, which is very important in international football.
I've seen him pace. He's been doing good. But I know what you're saying.
Look,
he's not the Iniesta of 4 and 8 years ago when they won the World Cup in 2010.
Listen, Group C, in my opinion, was a pretty tough group on paper because Peru were ranked 11th, France were ranked 7th, and Denmark ranked 12th in the FIFA.
I feel like we saw a boring group, though. I'm sorry.
Well, Peru coming back in the end and beating Australia 2-0, I think justifies them being in the World Cup. You don't really expect them to beat France. Maybe they could have got a draw at Denmark.
They played a good game against France. That was a fun game. A little bit, but I was expecting more. We have France leading that group and Denmark right behind them.
Denmark is a one-man team. Even though he's a Tottenham player, if he's not playing well, I don't think Denmark are going to do anything.
Well, he had a fabulous goal in match day 2. So Christian Eriksen, we're going to be looking closely to him. And they're going to be playing Croatia next, it looks like, because Croatia is going to top Group D. Argentina lead 1-0.
I think they do.
They need to qualify.
They need to score another goal.
Absolutely.
We were discussing it, during the game. How many times has the team that needs to get a goal scored in the last 5 minutes, and all of a sudden the team that needs another goal now to win?
It's dangerous. You're walking a tight line. Look, they need to. You're absolutely right. They need to score. Just talking about our thoughts on Higuain being a lone striker of sorts without Aguero. We'd like to see that. We'd like to see Higuain and Aguero. Are we going to see that in the second half?
I don't think so.
Second half's almost about to start, but we need to see that. I want to see that. I want to see an Aguero and Higuain. I think he'll probably take out Di Maria. That's the type of player Di Maria plays in that position. So
I would have liked to have seen Sergio Aguero with Higuain up front, with Messi right behind them. 2 pacey wingers.
And they got Dybala as well on the bench.
And football is such a unique game that there's so many ways that you can play. Anyway, we got to go now.
We got to go. Let's see if there's going to be an upset. We'll see you guys.
And let's not think the impossible can't happen. If Iceland beat Croatia, it's going to be a goal difference issue. Argentina can't afford to not qualify via them being on a goal difference, getting knocked out. I mean, they should have more urgency to score at least a couple more goals to make sure that that type of scenario doesn't occur. Yeah, I mean...
Penalty.
Is that penalty?
Well, we're going to VAR. Talking about energy, first 5 minutes, Argentina didn't come out with energy. Make a big mistake in the penalty box. Mascherano, he should know better. See another VAR, another penalty. Mascherano's got to be careful. He just got a yellow card, and Argentina needs him. Argentina needs to stay composed. The 51st minute penalty given to Nigeria.
It's all about winning the World Cup is about desire. It's about being hungry. It's about wanting to win. It's about doing everything you can to win. I don't see Argentina winning the World Cup. But Croatia scored. Set up for Argentina to win. Croatia's winning. I don't see Iceland scoring 2 against them. So Argentina got to play its part.
Argentina need to win. We've said it. And I'm looking at the players right now, and look at the way they're jogging back. They're looking around. They're not looking at each other. I'm sorry. That's not a team that's come together. 2006, Marcello Lippi, semifinal against Germany, brings in 4 forwards, or substitutes in 2 forwards, and plays with a 4-forward lineup to beat Germany in extra time. I think we need to see that with Argentina. We need to see Dybala on there, Aguero, everybody, all out. You need to.
Yeah, what does it matter if you lose by playing a system that doesn't work? You might as well play a system that 100% is attacking. At least you got a chance.
I mean, at least you gave it a try. You
100%.
can say I lost trying, and that's it.
And you can't expect Argentina to play any more differently than what they're playing now.
It's unfortunate. But a just quick change in your lineup can make a difference.
100%. It's always about the players. It's never about the game. It's about the players that play the game.
I mean, look, we're in minute 60 of Argentina's World Cup, where they must win with 30 minutes left. And we're seeing Aguero on the bench, which plays for Man City in the EPL, which, mind you, I think he scored like 28 goals this season with the championship team. And we're watching Dybala, which I don't know how many goals he scored in Serie A for Juve, which won the Serie A. And he's on the bench. And we got coach bringing in Pavon, which I understand he's a young, up-and-coming player, but, I mean, I don't know. I'm a little bit confused. I have seen nothing exciting about Argentina. Absolutely nothing. Is this drink any different?
I don't know. Looks
It's got a cherry in it instead of lime. Oh, it's different. It's got a fizzle. I like this fizzle. You don't like fizzle?
I did, but...
And I think Argentina needs some fizzle right now.
They do need some fizzle. You know, if you're an Argentina fan right now, you're sweating. You're sweating bullets. Because you just don't see how they're going to get a goal.
We're going to see Aguero or Dybala come in. I mean,
they need 20 minutes. They need 20 minutes.
Is it me or like you need goals and you got two of the top strikers in the world on the bench? And we just saw Iceland scoring the other match against Croatia, which really means nothing. Because with Nigeria's draw in this game,
well, I mean, could Iceland qualify?
If they win, yes. If they beat Croatia, they qualify. Who's coming in? Oh, Aguero's coming in.
It makes no sense to bring him on with 10 minutes to go. I mean,
no Dybala. 10 minutes left. He should have brought him in at 25. Look, 5 out of 10 times Higuain, World Cup, he would have converted that.
No, that was a technically hard shot. The ball's coming in fast. He had to get over it and drill it with his left foot. But
it goes back to what you just said. You're a world-class player. You got to know how to score. In a World Cup stage, I mean...
You got to know your technique, what the technique is required to score, not just smack it with your left foot hoping it goes where you want. They're just not internationally good players. That's, you know, Lampard and Gerrard were great in the EPL, but they weren't that good for playing for England.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
That's pepperoni pizza with, is that meatballs in it? I mean, ground beef or something in it.
No, man.
Show it. Well, oh man, that looks good.
It's boiling hot.
Nice.
When Germany needed a goal, they found a goal. And that's the bottom line.
One time it. There you go.
Well, that's the boy.
Marcus Rojo.
Is it Marcus Rojo?
Rojo. Welcome to the FoodBall Network. Alexi, you're enjoying that pizza. But how important was that goal for Argentina, and what do they do next?
that most probably is the first time you'll see a team qualify second with a negative goal difference.
And you were just talking about Germany scoring a goal in the dying minutes to possibly keep their chances alive in the World Cup.
You know what that was? That was the first time they hit the ball one time. First time they didn't stop it once and then hit it.
Well, look, Nigeria still have a chance. All they got to do is score one goal, and it's happened. Let's see how many minutes in injury time. Minute 89 here. The game is 2-1 Argentina. 3 minutes, Alexi, in injury time. We've seen so many goals, including Spain,
Ronaldo.
Who?
Ronaldo.
I mean, so many.
Morocco.
So many goals in injury time. I think I just saw Messi do a slide tackle. I've never seen him do that. Game over.
Woo!
All right, live. We're gonna see France versus Argentina. Denmark, Croatia.
Croatia will beat them.
And welcome back to the FoodBall Show. We are live post-game. Another crazy match. Argentina, Nigeria. By the way, in the second game, the other game, Croatia, Iceland, Croatia topped them, I do believe, 2-1. So Croatia, as we knew, tops the group. Going to be facing Denmark. And we just watched Argentina just edge Nigeria.
I mean, the bottom line is that we said before the game and during the game, the importance of having a state of urgency. You've got to try and win. These guys are playing like it's a Sunday league game,
well,
taking
they have a
their
sense
time.
of entitlement. That's the wrong approach. When you have this entitlement approach, and I've said it time and time again, they conceded a penalty the first 5 minutes into the second half when they should have come out with fire.
Yeah.
You're coming out into the second half of match day 3 where you better win or at least protect your lead leading in. So we talked about Argentina. Let's talk a little bit about Nigeria.
Well, I mean, before that, I just want to say, relative to your statement you made about fire, that's why I liked yesterday's games with Morocco.
Absolutely correct.
They played with fire, they played with intensity, they didn't care who Spain was. They're just players on the field. When you go on the field, it's just you versus them. It's not about, oh, he's wearing red, or you got to win. That's the bottom line.
Look, we saw the Argentinians with emotion, but that's because
Well, Diego Maradona certainly was emotional.
Well, I think that's why Diego Maradona should be their coach. I'm unhappy with their coach. Bad decision. Kun Agüero with only 10 minutes left into the game. You must be kidding me, mate. Sorry. Where is Dybala? Unless he's injured, and we don't know. You got to bring in Dybala and Kun Agüero 20 minutes left when you're down.
I mean, what did Germany do when they needed a goal? They pressed everyone up front, and they made sure, even though they got lucky in the end, but they kept pushing it, and they just got a bit of luck and they scored. I don't think Argentina was doing that, to be honest with you.
Well, I think Nigeria should have played tighter. I think they played with a lot of heart, and they should have capitalized on some of the chances that they had, but really bad finishes. Really, if it was any other team, like an Uruguay, a Spain, a Germany, any one of those teams, England, Belgium, any one of those teams, I think they would have scored and Argentina would have been out. I'm sorry, we missed Croatia. That's what Croatia did against Argentina.
Hammered them.
They capitalized on those chances that they had on the counterattack, and they punished Argentina. And that's how you saw Modric score a beautiful second goal, and then the third goal in Argentina was done. So that's it.
Argentina were nowhere in that game, and I don't think when they play France, they're going to be in that game at all.
Well, we'll see. That's going to take place. We're going to let you know about the schedule on that. But we'll be back here at the Tavern on Brand. So enjoy the little break till tomorrow's games. And thank you for tuning in, whoever you are.
Thank you very much.